Hi, thank you for dropping in. Today we've got a really important matter to discuss. Before I do that, I'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so we can get these short little important pieces of information, whatever they might be, out to you as soon as we possibly can. And also, big thanks as usual to 5 Star Marine. Now today we're talking about the TDAC, the Thailand Digital Arrival Card. And this is going to be introduced from the 1st of May. If you arrive in Thailand after the 1st of May, you will have to fill this out. In the past, it used to be called the TM6. You might all remember that blue and white cardboard card we used to fill in, scrambling around the aeroplane for a pen, trying to fill it in before we got to immigration. Had information about where you were staying, your passport number, your arrival and departure dates, and just a bit of a quick survey about your socio-economic, your earnings, and just very broad questions about who you are, partly so they can compile slowly a bit of a profile of the sort of people that come to Thailand. There was nothing that invaded our privacy in any way. Anyway, we've now got this new TDAC, Thailand Digital Arrival Card, and there's some websites now published. I've got links to those websites in the description of this video, so anything that I'm talking about, you'll be able to refer to them and go through them in your time. The main thing to remember here is that from the 1st of May this year, 2025, you will have to fill this out before you come to Thailand. Let's get into it. So we start with this website, which is an information website, and this is tdac.in.th. Again, I'll put any links in the description of this video to any websites that we're referring to today. And it's entitled the Thailand Digital Arrival Card. Now, importantly and helpfully up the top there, you can change it from English to other languages. And you've got choices there of German, Norwegian, Dutch, French, Swedish, Korean, Japanese, simplified Chinese, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and Hindi. If you happen not to be able to read any of those languages, then I suppose you're in a bit of a pickle and you might need some additional help. But I'm figuring most of the foreign arrivals will speak, hopefully, at least one of those languages. Let's go through more information on this site. And it says, announced on March the 28th, the TDAC is set to launch on May the 1st. The TDAC will replace the paper TM6 immigration form with a digital system. We will keep this page updated with the latest information, and you can even put your email in this location here if you want them to send you updates about the TDAC. Probably a good idea if you are heading to Thailand. So just the second sentence there, the TDAC aims to streamline entry procedures and enhance the overall travel experience for visitors to Thailand. So it notes here the TDAC fee, it's free, and when to submit 3 days before arrival. And then the TDAC service appears to be free of charge, but this may be subject to change in the future. And there's a table of contents here that you can shortcut to any of this information, and there is a lot of information on this page. Again, I'm putting a link in the description if you want to find out more. I'm going to go through some of the main items and the actual TDAC itself. Let's get into some of the main points that you need to know, all the details you can read about when you visit the site. So as we scroll down, we come to this video, and the video published in lots of different languages we can see listed underneath. There's a big play button in the middle, and it does provide a lot of information obviously on that video. You can just press the go button and run the video, and you can see the different languages that it'll play in underneath. So pretty much everybody's covered. So important information here. Who must submit a TDAC? All foreigners entering Thailand. So don't send me messages saying, oh, what if I've got a visa? It says all foreigners entering Thailand are required to submit the TDAC before their arrival, with these 2 exceptions: foreigners transiting or transferring in Thailand without going through immigration, or foreigners entering Thailand using a border pass. Otherwise, if you're a foreigner with a visa or not, you will be required to submit this TDAC. The next question, when to submit your TDAC. Foreigners should admit their arrival card information 3 days in advance of arriving in Thailand, including the day of arrival. And this allows sufficient time for processing and verification of the information provided. So you have to do it at least 3 days before your arrival, but you could do it 4 or 5 days before your arrival. And it notes that there's a TDAC for individual submissions or group submissions, and also provides there the website to go to. Again, that website is listed as a link in the description, and we'll go to that website in just a moment. And then to the next part, the application process. It says it's designed to be straightforward and user-friendly. Well, we hope that's true. Usually if they say it's user-friendly and straightforward, it means it mightn't be. Let's go to some more information. So here are the 5 things you're going to have to do to apply. You've got to visit the official TDAC website. There it is again, it's listed in the description. Choose between individual or group submission. Complete the required information, so personal information, trip and accommodation information, and health declaration. All things we used to have to do with the old paper version of the TM6. Submit your application and save or print your confirmation for reference. Always good to have a paper version of anything on your phone that may be required for ID, like a copy of your passport, a copy of your international driver's permit. They're always good things to have in a paper version when you are visiting Thailand. Then this information website's got a series of screenshots that shows you roughly what it's going to look like when you get to these pages, showing us the sort of information they're after: your family name, first name, middle name, passport number, nationality, date of birth, occupation, gender, country of residence, city of residence, phone number, the date of arrival, the country you boarded, the purpose of travel, mode of transport, the flight number, date of departure, the mode of travel, mode of transport, flight number. So your arrival and your departure information. And then the type of accommodation, the province, the district, the sub-district. So in other words, where you're staying. Or if you're in transit, you can click I'm a transit passenger, I don't stay in Thailand. Again, this was covered in the old TM6, listing any countries you stayed within 2 weeks before your arrival in Thailand, and do you have yellow fever vaccination, and the date of the vaccination, yes or no. Then they're also asking you if you've got symptoms for any of these following diseases. And then if you've all completed that properly, it should come up with thank you for using the TDAC. It's only valid for one-time use for travel on the expected date of arrival indicated below. So according to this, you will have to fill out a TDAC online each time you come into Thailand. And then it's going to provide you with a QR code, your arrival card number, your passport number, and your flight number. And they'll also provide you with a QR code to update your information, or for further assistance, please scan the QR code. Now, a lot of people are going to be complaining that this is all sort of cumbersome and intrusive, forgetting perhaps that in the past, before they got rid of it a few years ago, we used to have to fill out most of this information on the old TM6, and we seemed to put up with it then, even back in 2019, which was the biggest year Thailand ever had for tourists. So this really is just a digital reintroduction of something we used to have to do in the past anyway. Now let's see what they say are the benefits of the TDAC. They're saying a faster immigration processing upon arrival, reduced paperwork and administrative burden, ability to update information before travel, enhanced data accuracy and security, improved tracking capabilities for public health purposes, more sustainable and environmentally friendly approach, and integration with other systems for a smoother travel experience. Or does that mean, for example, that they're going to abandon the TM30, which is the form your hotel or accommodation has to provide to the immigration department, reporting where you are when you arrive in Thailand within 24 hours? Seems with this new digital TDAC that there is going to be at least duplication on that matter. Now, this is interesting. TDAC limitations and restrictions. They're saying whilst the TDA system offers many benefits, there are some limitations. For example, once submitted, certain key information can't be updated: your full name, passport number, nationality, and a date of birth. And it says all information must be entered in English only. Internet access is required to complete the form, and the system may experience high traffic during peak travel seasons, all which make things a little less convenient for some people. And they're also recommending that you join 2 Facebook groups if you still use Facebook: Thailand Visa Advice and Everything Else, and Thailand Visa Advice, which is a specialised Q&A forum for visa-related topics. And you can click on those join the groups to join in Facebook. And there's a whole great big long list of current discussions about the TDAC on those Facebook pages, which may answer some of the questions you have. Indeed, probably answer all the questions you may have. I'm sure there will be many. There is no use asking me, because I'm in exactly the same situation you are. We don't know much about this new system except what I've read here today. And just noticing there that a lot of the questions in those forums are country specific, so it may be able to help you get specific information about where you're coming from. Now let's go to the actual TDAC page, and this website, tdac.immigration.go.th. Again, there's a link in the description of this video, and on this page you can either click to go to the arrival card to fill out your information, or you can click on updating your arrival card. So in a modern digital world, when things are meant to be getting more convenient and easier, we're sort of taking a bit of a step backwards to the old TM6 days. We thought we'd got away with it, but we are going through a phase in the world at the moment where the world is sort of getting larger again, not smaller, and it's getting less convenient to travel, to get into countries, to get out of countries. This is just the world we're living in at the moment. But this TDAC is starting on May the 1st, just something we're going to have to get used to. Probably not going to take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to fill out all that information, as long as you do it 3 days before you arrive in Thailand. Now, just going to the forum, it's got a bit of an outline of some of the questions and comments people are asking. Jason Tong said, "Excellent, looking forward to a stress-free experience. Won't be long," says Anonymous. "No more forgetting to wake up when they pass out the TM6 cards." I can relate to that. Certainly a lot of the times I was entering Thailand having to fill in the TM6, I never had a pen with me. It was always the problem of getting hold of a pen. And also a bit further down there, it's not required unless your arrival is May the 1st or after. Somebody's saying, where is the form? Well, there's links in the description, and on it goes. So there's plenty to be discussed. There's plenty of questions, I'm sure. Hopefully these websites and the videos will provide you with all the answers that you need. But this is starting after May the 1st this year. The TDAC now obviously officially announced, and you can start at tdac.in.th. That's the information page that provides you with not only links to the arrival card information, but also has videos and information and forums and Facebook pages to try and give you all the answers so that you're fully prepared. So whether you like it or not, that's the information, that's the new arrival situation that we need to confront. I'd like to once again invite you to subscribe to the channel, and also thank 5 Star Marine, and we'll see you next time.